Hello, good morning, GM everyone. Welcome to Algo Hour. It's August 1st and show 20, episode 20. Welcome, Ted.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I last minute technical difficulties, and it seems like we've got ourselves sorted. How are you doing on this fine August morning, afternoon, middle of the day?
It's midday for us, but we have Algo fam from all over. And I always love when people say, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are. It's exciting. There's a lot going on in real life for me personally, but also all around the Algo fam. Everybody's got stuff going on. We're gonna miss Feely today, but she'll be back next week for more StarCast. And we have a special guest that I'm excited to bring on today. So that's what I got cooking, Ted.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce him. I normally like to try and shake down our special guests in the green room beforehand, but I was trying to talk this whole time and didn't realize that my microphone wasn't even connected. So, Foxy, I apologize for not giving you the glorious little introduction to myself into the show beforehand. But IRL, go ahead and you do the honors.
I'm sorry for not giving you the proper shakedown. I dig it for sure. Let's see here. So we've been spinning the wheel like every other show for our special guests to try to keep it fresh, So this week we have extra Foxy. I'm really excited about it. So let's welcome him. Hello. Welcome to Algo Hour.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
Excited to be here for my first show for Algo. This is a pretty big deal for me. So thank you for having me.
We have a great show lined up for you, fit with games and a lot of other segments too. We're going to be throwing you through a little bit of an obstacle course, kind of featuring through Beluga's mental obstacles as well as some physical ones. We're going to encourage you to get participated in as well, as digital and real flexing, kind of to lead that into the mix of it. IRL, I know I'm doing a little bit of a sloppy job this morning, but I kind of want to give it back to you.
You know the drill. I know you've seen the show. I appreciated you putting your hand up. You were like, I need to get out there. Let's do this. And it didn't happen right away, but the wheel eventually picked you, and I'm super excited about it. A few weeks ago, we had an ad spot for one of your tracks that you had for sale by Smokey. And so that was really cool. I picked up a couple of tracks, so yeah, we're going to put you through the ringer, let you sit in the hot seat. All show has our special guest. We've got our audience that's here with us too. A bunch of people saying hello. We got Ice Age, D. Acker again, Alex Roy, all saying hello. It's good to be here on Algo Hour. I got to say, it's always a lot of fun. We're sporting the YBG. I cleaned it up a little bit from last week. We popped it up last week. Some Algo fam solidarity, if you will. So yeah, there's that. We're going to play some games. I'm going to give you a heads up on our first game, which is called the Fast Flex. If you're familiar and you own any NFTs, you flex what you're feeling. We allow 2. You can throw 2 on that tweet and use the hashtag NFT Flex Time. And we will judge you later in the show. Every right answer or pass score racks you up Algo for the project or organization of your choice. So that can be one of your projects, a charity, another project in the ecosystem that you're a fan of. But we will hopefully help you rack up some Algo and send it their way later on in the show.
Awesome.
Yeah, you've got it down. You've got you're like a machine at this point, the Algo Hour machine. It's amazing, and I want to give a quick shout out to the 20 people watching us right now. So thank you so much, everyone. And if you're not subscribed and if you hadn't hit that like button, go ahead and go do that now. I know IRL doesn't like asking for it, but I certainly will.
I don't. It's weird, but yes, like and subscribe. There's lots of cool stuff happening all the time. I will be changing it up in the next couple weeks. I will be losing some babysitters for some travel and family time overseas. So my little one will be joining me hosting or co-hosting with us, Ted, in the next couple weeks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a different side, just add to the chaos. I feel like I'm a plate spinner in the circus sometimes, and we're just going to throw one more plate up in the air. Luga makes it look really easy, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well, there you go. Yeah. And as always, you certainly have Luga for advice and support and therapy afterwards. So it'll be a great time.
Maybe physical therapy, I would feel comfortable asking Luga about. I don't know about actual therapy. I don't see him backstage making faces, but we do have our very busy friend, Joe Palmy, who's going to talk to us. He's running the boot camps right now for the foundation. He's everywhere doing all sorts of stuff. We appreciate him, but we're going to check in with him while Extra Foxy gets his flex on.
Right on. And shout out to the 31 people that have actually joined ever since then. So great people. Thanks for spreading the love and sharing it. So thanks, guys.
All right. Hey, everyone. As IRL said, I've been pretty busy with boot camps, and I just wanted to give a quick update with some of the other stuff I've been working on as well. But to quickly plug the boot camps, if you're someone that wants to learn how to develop on Algorand, you can enroll in our boot camps. They just happen in our Discord, so you don't even need to sign up technically. You know, just pop in, learn how to write smart contracts, write a full DApp, and we record all the sessions and post all the code open source, so you can go around and play around with what we taught throughout the session. So that's going on right now. And some of the other stuff I've been working on, still working on logic signature stuff. So I know that's been an important thing for the ecosystem, especially like NFT marketplaces, to get that up and running. So there's a wallet meeting later this week where I'll be talking with wallets about integrating that. And then once that piece is ready, then we should be able to, have LSIGs on marketplaces once again, which will be great. So we're working on that. And then also wanted to give a quick update on what's kind of coming this month. So this month is pretty exciting. At the end of this month, I will be going to India and talking to projects about how they can integrate Algorand. So, one of our focuses has always been real world use cases, and that's a big focus in India. So I'll be doing that later this month. So if you know any projects based in India, we're going to Delhi, Hyderabad, and I forget the other cities that I should probably remember. But if you know any projects that are based in India and think they should hook up with us, let me know. And then aside from that, just working on developer tooling. So I guess this isn't really developer tooling, but we all know one-click nodes, also called Algo Run, that came out a couple weeks ago as an MVP. I've been working on a version of that will basically not use Docker, and it won't use Python, so it'll be completely dependency free. So you just download one thing, click on it to run it, and you'll get your node up and running. And I'll be integrating some front ends like Allo Control and whatever other front ends might emerge in the ecosystem. So really embracing that open source stuff. So a lot of exciting stuff I'm working on. Don't have anything ready yet. All still kind of in progress. But as soon as any of it's ready, I'll be happy to share it with you guys. Just wanted to give a quick update on the stuff I'm working on. Particularly really excited about the node stuff because, as someone that's passionate about blockchain, I'm all about decentralization, and making it easier to run nodes is a great way to do that, I think. So I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date as I continue to work on that. But aside from that, of course, any questions, let me know. And like I said, if you know any projects based in India, or anyone that might want to do a boot camp, tell them to reach out to me. I'll be happy to talk with them. And that's all for today. I'll hand it back to you, IRL.
I love Joe. He's going to come back and hang out with us for flex time, I think. So I'm getting a nod of the head. I'm excited. Joe's an awesome resource. He's so approachable. You got questions, hit him up. I just appreciate everything he does for the show. Let's see here. I know a couple of people were talking about some Algo family that might be in India. I know my friend AP's there. Let's see what else. Recoup saying Joe. Recoup, you need to have a cup of Joe and bring back your morning show. I miss it. And that's what I got for that. I mean, it looks like Extra Foxy has a face. I hear that is indeed true. And I have your NFT that I bought, the music NFT that I bought, that we're going to flex during flex time. We'll listen to it while we review some of the flexes. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. We do have a fun take on our next game for you, Extra Foxy, and I know you're busy typing away over there. Luga's been writing our limericks for our limericks challenge. He did not give me the answers this week, so we'll see how this goes. That also means I wasn't able to fact check his riddles. I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, but it's definitely it's time for our limerick challenge if you are ready.
I am ready.
All right, let me see if I can find Luga, just in case. We'll bring him up here too. Oh,
I'll need some backup.
I like how he's in his
I
little
am not your ally.
bird's nest up there. And Luga, what are you doing?
Is that a bird? What's a bird?
Oh man, I don't even know. Let's
Hope you're
see here.
ready.
I don't know the answers. I was stumped earlier. I don't know if that helps you at all, Extra Foxy. No pressure. We're all in this together. Let's see. This project won't make you boo-hoo. It's not about chocolate, you-hoo. If you want toxic pufferfish and trait crafting is a wish, it's not forest folk, it's...
Can I hear it one more time?
Sure. This project won't make you boo-hoo. It's not about chocolate, you-hoo. If you want toxic pufferfish and trait crafting is a wish, it's not forest folk, it's...
Foxy, feel free to if you need a lifeline, let me know.
All right, so there's crafting. Let's see. This project won't make you boo. It's not about chocolate yoo-hoo. You want a toxic pufferfish and trait crafting is a wish. It's not forest folk. It's... Uh-oh. I might be stumped on this one, guys.
Well, let's see what the chat says. Algo League.
They're saying sea folk, and I don't know if I like that
There
answer,
are
to be
other
honest with you.
fish-alike projects.
Does sea folk have trait crafting?
They do not.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a 4-letter word.
Oh, Tedward.
Oh,
Oh, I know it.
fugu.
Yes.
Is that fugu?
It's got to be. It came to me, the 4-letter word.
I was struggling because there's like a pufferfish NFT project out on Algo as well. So I was trying to remember what that one was called.
Of course, Coop, you know the answer. We just said it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you got it. Good job, everybody. That was a group effort again. Well done.
Yeah.
Luga's first limerick. Are we ready? Good. Are we ready to go again?
Yes.
All right, let's clear this. This project is ready to boil. They're set to reward the loyal. Shuffle drops today. Win the arena, hooray. Have a drink with.
Your hand signs, Luga, are I feel like almost more of a riddle than the actual
really
limerick itself.
We tried to help.
Read it. He's going.
Set to reward the shuffle drops today. Win the arena, hooray. Have a drink with. So having a drink, that the first thing that reminds me of is the tiny horses. The
bourbon. Okay,
close.
Yeah.
There is a tavern.
You're in the realm with like the Discord game kind of NFTs.
Okay, so let me reread it. Hold on, it's right there. See, the thing is I'm not aware of any shuffles today, so that's not a
And
good
there's
sign.
there's like 4.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
shuffle
I saw
palooza.
the
There's
answer.
Algo Knitter 3D, and there's this project.
I think I saw
Oh.
the answer. A couple people throwing it in there. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna go to chat real quick. Hold on.
This project is
Royals?
ready to, this project is ready to boil. They're set to reward the loyal. Shuffle drops today. Win the arena. Hooray. Have a drink with little Royals. Right, Luga? All right,
That is
all right.
correct. Well done, team.
I gotta double check something on my Twitter.
I like that we have full brain trust to solve these.
I love that these have gotten so hard. It takes all of us. But then when we get the right answer, I'm like, yeah, that's got to be it. I don't even check with Luga. I'm like, yep, I'm convinced. I dig it.
No, those are pretty good.
Let's see here.
You
All
get
right, we got one more. Let's cue it up. Here's another game with loot. Win enough A to buy a suit. The founding member is Tanner. Be sure to lift a banner, whether a young or rebel.
I think I know it, yeah. And Luga's mouthing the answer, I feel like. So
If you could read lips, I gave it to you.
the 5-letter word is that we're looking for here.
5-letter word.
Yeah.
Man, if only Luga was slightly larger. I could see his mouth moving. Okay, here's another game with loot.
Yeah, we'll read it again. Let's see here.
Buy a suit.
Oh, we've got the 3 correct.
Oh, you know what? It's suit, loot.
Rhyme it.
Is it brute?
There you go.
Yay!
Young brute game.
Did chat help me out? Hold on, let's. Yeah, DC.
Shout out to Angel. I had no idea. You helped me out there.
I want to feel like the middle. Like I didn't give you Rebel Brute Gang. I just gave you Brute.
That was tricky. You're getting really tricky with these. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, these are good.
Hey guys.
Well, congratulations. We will give you credit for all 3 of those correct answers for our Luga's Limerick Challenge. Thank you, Luga.
Well done.
Thank you, Luga.
You are tasked with helping him host Who's Active right now, coming up pretty quick here. We are going to do news, then sports, because we're adults. And then we're going to let Luga loose on you and see what he's got in store for this week's Algo Active.
Crazy.
Welcome to the sports stuff section brought to you by yours truly. And today we have the Women's World Cup special. That's right. We're in the throes of the tournament here as we continue to see amazing teams and performances from teams like Nigeria and Jamaica, and also some surprising performances from teams like the U.S. and Japan. This has been a great tournament so far. We're kind of in the middle of the end of the group stage and almost into the round of 16, where most of the teams have qualified. We kind of have a general breakdown of what's going to happen in the single elimination portion of the tournament, but it's not all the way finalized. To kind of give you a high level here of the teams that have qualified, we're looking at Switzerland, Spain, the Netherlands, Japan, Norway, the U.S., Australia, Denmark, England, and Nigeria up to this point. Now, the one notable team within there is the U.S., who, by the way, are the defending champions. There has been a little bit of controversy with them, specifically the fact that they're kind of limping into this single elimination portion with only 1 win and 2 draws. Now, keep in mind, the U.S. had a 13-game winning streak going into the Cup. So, in my opinion, their problem this year has been goal scoring, with only 4 goals scored in 3 games by just 2 goal scorers, Lindsay Oran and Sophia Smith. That's just not going to cut it, in my opinion. I think this time around, it's going to be a little bit more. You need a little bit more oomph. With that said, for context, Alex Morgan had 5 goals in the U.S.'s first game last time around in the 2019 World Cup. They the team ended up winning that whole tournament, mind you, and they ended up winning that game specifically 13-0. So it's a much different pace of play this year compared to last year. The U.S. is expected to play Sweden, who haven't technically qualified yet, but assuming they don't get blown out against Argentina, that will be the case. Some other surprising performances include Nigeria, whose stout defense has held both Ireland and Canada to 0 goals. And when it mattered most against the World Cup co-host Australia, they got 3 goals in the win against Australia's 2. So, and by the way, Australia is the other qualifying team that's going to probably be qualifying from that group. So it is something to be said that they're actually succeeding against some of the top level tier talent. Considering their world ranking was 40th, by the way, it's amazing to see them cruise into the round of 16 with their special brand of defensive football. Another feel-good story is Jamaica, by the way, who are on the verge of qualifying, also pending the result against Brazil tomorrow. Like Nigeria, they're also playing that kind of defensive style of football, allowing 0 goals in their first 2 games. So they haven't even let up a single goal this entire tournament thus far. If they do qualify, this will be the furthest any Jamaican squad has gotten in the World Cup, both men's and women's. So this is going to be a tremendous performance and accomplishment for a team that was having serious issues of funding leading up to the tournament. Another team that I feel we need to talk about is Japan, who has the tournament's leading scorer in Hinata Misawa with 4 goals in 2 games against Zambia and Spain. Japan's looking really strong in Group C as they lead the tournament in goal differential. And they also have the assist leader in Mina Tanaka, or I should say the tied assist leader. England has the other one, by the way, in Lauren James. And England in general is crushing their group with a dominant performance over China and some great wins against Denmark and Haiti. England is tied now to have the best odds to win the entire World Cup, along with Spain, which is a surprise considering the U.S. was by far and away the favorite going into the tournament. So it's interesting to see how the bookmakers are shifting the odds as the whole tournament continues to shake out. Shifting a little bit more broadly, I wanted to draw attention to the prize pool actually in the tournament itself. In 2019, the Women's World Cup had a cumulative prize pool, so that's for all 24 teams in 2019 of $30 million. The winning team, by the way, got $4 million. For context, this go around, the cumulative prize pool is $110 million. With of course, there's 32 teams now as the World Cup got expanded. And most notably, you're seeing a 250% increase in prize money over actually that, as well as 6 times the money for group stage participants and over 4 times the money for the participants that make it to the round of 16. So this is something for teams that were kind of on the fringe, like Jamaica, like Nigeria, and even Canada, who had significant funding issues. This boost in just finances is really impactful for these types of squads. So I think it's really amazing and really awesome to see. Once again, just want to kind of give you a high level of some of the group leaders. We've got Switzerland, Australia, who is the co-host, Japan, England, Netherlands, who I think have the best chance to win. The Netherlands sharing a group with the United States, and they've done really well. France, Sweden, and Colombia. So we'll be curious to see how these teams continue to shake out in the single elimination style of the portion of the tournament. That's kind of it for the World Cup. I'll give a quick, fast wrap around of the rest of the sports world real quick before I toss it back to Luga for who's active right now. Max Verstappen won it again, by the way, in Belgium. Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez shared the F1 podium with him. It's just an absolutely record-breaking performance from Max Verstappen and Red Bull this year. Verstappen leads all F1 drivers with 314 points in 10 wins, while Sergio Perez is in second place with 189 points in 2 wins. Now, both of these drivers are on Team Red Bull. That's important for context later, because no other team besides Team Red Bull has won any races this year. That's right. Red Bull has won all 12 races up to this point. And it's just absolutely stunning to see that level of dominance within the F1 world. While the MLB trade deadline still hasn't fully commenced, I think it ends tomorrow at some random arbitrary time in the afternoon. The blockbuster trade isn't Shohei Ohtani, who I don't think is going to get traded, as the Angels have continued to load up on players like CJ Cron, but has been the Mets' Max Scherzer, who was dealt to the Texas Rangers after the Mets felt like his 3-year, $130 million contract, that's over $45 million every year, was a little bit too much, too frothy for how lackluster his performance has been. Max Scherzer, who normally is not giving up hits and home runs, has, I think, given up over a dozen hits in the last 3 games. So that has been a little bit of a difference maker, a difference compared to the rest of his career. We'll see how he performs in Texas, as he had to approve the trade given the quality of his play. But yeah, I don't know. He started 19 games for the Mets, and we'll see how that goes. And finally, Justin Gaeth beat Dustin Poirier in 2 rounds with a knockout kick to take the BMF belt on Saturday night, and he capped it off with a backflip. Just shout out that athleticism. I wish I could do something like that. And speaking of athleticism, let's bring it over to who's active right now. Luga and Foxy, take it away.
Yo, welcome to Who Is Active right now. It is I, the Lord Beluga Limerick Lord. That's too many lords in that sentence. But it is I here to bring you about ridiculous activities in the Algorand ecosystem. And I believe I am joined by Extra Foxy over here on the left. I pulled his head. Tried so hard. Failed. But in the end, are you Algo active?
Am I Algo active?
Foxy.
I have attempted one so far. I was looking at doing the challenge for this week, and yeah, I just didn't figure out how to be creative enough to make that work right.
Bounce is tough. It was like weird. Like almost too many options. But
It might be.
we had some really fun ideas. Some people did skateboarding, I saw, and some guys stood on a basketball and did squats. It was wild. We can yeah, I guess we can just hop right down and bounce. We did the knee challenge 2 weeks ago, but that has been passed and won, and now we have amazing balance. So Philly went with rollerblading, which does require a lot of balance. I haven't rollerbladed since I was like 14, so I don't really know. But I remember falling down a lot, so I'm gonna credit. And then the Fuzzy fam brought in their kiddos. So balance, if you missed last week, balance was originally started because my daughter walked across a rope bridge at the playground, and I was just so excited. So Lassie and fam joined in with the kiddos, and I love that. We got Thurstober with amazing camera work, quality ripped jeans, and at some point I believe she's standing on a balance board. She says it's for her 3-year-old, so I imagine it's extra tough to play on your children's balance board. And then we had some more phenomenal, so many skate tricks. So Rich Flair drops an amazing board slide after a quality amount of trash talk telling you to delete your Twitter if you're not Algo active. I don't know if I endorse that claim, but I don't unendorse it. He dropped a really sick board slide.
very surprised when I watched that video.
Do you skateboard at all, Fox?
You know, I've been on a skateboard. You know, no, not really.
No.
We got my sister, she's got a couple of kids, and they have these skateboards that I'm not super familiar with. They're a little bit, they're not necessarily longboards, but they're somewhere between your standard skateboard and a longboard.
Yeah.
And they're really loose. So I was going to try to, for the balancing challenge, I was going to try to do a handstand on that.
Whoa.
But I ended up putting my feet into the table in the garage, and I just didn't get back to it.
I don't blame you at all. Flag, he did a handstand on a skateboard, which was wild. He kind of kicked off the whole like skateboard thread, and then a couple other people dropped in. I think Meow dropped a skate trick, and Dev Fracas dropped a skate trick. I can remember. Yeah, there's Flag being amazing. He hasn't shown it off yet, but I need him to. But he can like handstand walk like 100 yards. It's insane.
That's incredible.
But yeah, so we got balance.
Oh, yeah.
We've got like 24 more minutes to get your balance in. If you haven't done it and you're watching and you're like, oh, there's something ridiculous I can balance on, hop on it, make a little video, make a fail video. It's even funnier. But do some balance, try to win the challenge. And then we'll hop into the mega challenge coming up for this week after you watch IRL's amazing family. I love the family engagement. Oh, IRL does a Superman. Wow. I did not know you were super, but now I know. Amazing. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the IRL Superman. No, maybe not. We're all proud of you, IRL. Don't worry.
Oh.
We're very proud of you. So are you ready for the ultimate ridiculousness, Fox?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's week 20 for those who are still keeping up. And my friend Joe had this amazing idea to do all 20 Algo actives after losing in a horse race. So I decided, okay, I'll join you, but I'm going to do them all consecutive. So we started with push-ups, we ran into burpees, and then just the insanity just continues. It's about 4.5 minutes of me destroying myself in every way imaginable. Some of them are not too great, some of them kind of fail, but we try them. We did the little side crow there. But this is what I'm calling the Iron Challenge. So I will list all 20 of the Algo actives. If you can do all 20, you're going to get entered into a mega giveaway, right? And we're going to do something insane, probably thinking like 500 Algo, maybe like 5 different NFT projects. I don't know. It's going to be insane. So Iron Challenge is going to last the whole month. You got to do all 20 of them. Straight through, all insanity. Yeah. But I think it'll be fun, it'll be good, it'll be engaging. But if you don't want to do an Iron Challenge and you still want to participate, just do one of the entries from any of the weeks, and that will get you in the regular 100 Algo and NFT game.
Now you did one in this little video here that looked very challenging. I think you called it the side crow.
Oh, side crow, yeah. So it's just any yoga pose is what you need to do. I do a side crow. It's kind of advanced. I'm not actually that good at it, but yeah, any yoga pose will do. I'm not a hardcore gatekeeper. It's not about gatekeeping. It's just about being active. So any yoga pose you want to do for that is good. And then the upstairs backwards is just ridiculousness. Be safe. Don't do anything dumb. Even though all I do is dumb.
I'm definitely going to try those stairs backwards like you did.
Are you?
I'm going for it.
Go for it. That's a good one. Joe will tell you it's rough. It's rough. So in the middle of it, that was a mile run. I don't know why I chose to do a mile, but you can do less if you want. This will be a mystery. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is
weighted sit-up.
So I just ran a mile. I got in my backyard. I was like, I don't know what I can do out here with a weighted sit-up. But there was my daughter's little playground thing. And I was like, all right, here we go. Just had to.
Now, did you do this whole Iron Challenge in one day?
Oh, yeah, straight through. It was about 23 minutes.
Okay.
After all that, I just needed to swim, you know?
Got to cool down. It's
Oh,
important.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. And you gotta do a lap. You gotta do back and forth. It's very important. And then we get into the jump rope, which I'm still bad at, but is fun. It's a lot harder when you're soaking wet. I don't know if you've ever tried to fully closed swim and do a jump rope. It's rough, but I got better. Then we're nearing the end. I'm dying, but we are getting close. Did some lunges. Talked to the crickets in my trees. Yeah, the lunges were rough. Lunges were really rough. I feel like we did a lot of leg work, and I don't want to do that much leg work. Like I'm so sore today, but like it's pretty much all my quads. Especially this ridiculous knee trick thing. Since Philly did 10, I felt like I needed to do 10. So we did 10 of these, and my shoes are soaking wet, my deck is soaking wet, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna slip and die at any moment here. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm getting 10 done even if it kills me. Spoiler alert, it did not kill me. But yeah, this is the Iron Challenge. So all 20. Be as ridiculous, be as fun as you want with it. Have a good time with the chain. And if you don't want to do all 20, just do one. And you'll still get entered into the small giveaway. But yeah, that's it. It's insanity.
Awesome. Do you have those all of those challenges in a list, a text list anywhere?
Yeah, I'll post them on the Twitter for everyone. And
Perfect.
you can check them out. So yeah, that's the insanity. So I hope to see you do some of it, Foxy, and I hope to see some of you all do it, viewers. And stay.
I'm gonna go for the full challenge.
Do it. I love it. I love to see it. All right, y'all. We got a commercial break, and then flex time.
All right, let's get everybody in here. Extra Foxy, how you doing? You hanging in there?
I'm doing good, thank you.
We got you signing up for all sorts of stuff now. Apparently, you got a list to do.
Oh.
This is the part of the show where Luga starts flashing everyone.
I'm always out at this point. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with you. As usual, I have no idea what's going on with you. So.
I don't even know what's going on with me. I just make it up as I go.
Oh my gosh, I love it, and I love all of the comments. I tried to throw them up there during that segment, but like Thirst was like, "Hey, I did a good job on that."
Yours was great.
And I agree. You know, Joker giving Rich some credit was cool. It's just been fun all around. Moon sending love to Mr. Fox, he says. I don't know if we're quite that formal around these parts.
He has a collared shirt on.
Oh, that
On his
actually the Mr. Fox thing goes back to early Algorand days, back Reddit era.
I just dropped my mouth.
That is quite the olden era of how it was. I know the simple swaps there, where it's pretty much just kind of all trust based, which is the antithesis of what we're all doing now. But that's beside the point. And it's awesome to hear that you've persisted and endorsed this community for as long as you have.
Yeah, it's a community worth being a part of and trying to share with other people, honestly.
I love it. I dig it big time. And I gotta say, there's a lot of flexes this week, just like we had a lot of people showing us how well they balance. There's a lot of them. We miss you, Feely. I see you here, top of the page, sporting a space base. She did the art for these. There's a lot of like personalized custom traits. She chose to flex one with just lunchbox. I'm just saying. The shuffle's open. It looks like still, but there are some cool traits. Lassie is jumping in with a flex from the Little Royals. They're dropping right now, I think.
Oh,
So that shuffle is open as well. Here is Mr. Fox's flex here, Arcadian Tales. I don't know a whole lot about this project. Fill me in on what we're looking at.
So Arcadian Tales is one of the earlier, transitions to Discord from the Reddit era, and I met them through the grocery store game, which I risk saying was one of the first or the first Discord Algorand integrated game.
Right.
And they've been around for a while here at Arcadian Tales, and they've got an RPG style adventure game where you can collect your protagonists. And this guy here is he's a beastkin, and it's actually kind of rare. So I was excited to pull this from his current shuffle.
I dig it. I like the art. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot, and anybody that has an RPG or an NRPG game knows I'm not very good at playing along. But I dig it. I don't know. I think you get a pass for today's flex. It's some good art.
Absolutely.
You taught me
I
something
think
new.
it's.
Oh, we lost Ted. I didn't boot him, I promise.
I think he clicked a button.
He pushed a button. See, this is why I push most of the buttons around these parts. I swear. Oh, wait. I think we're getting him back online.
There we go. I am
Like
sorry.
that,
I
Ted.
don't know what happened there, and I was getting ready. I was like, wow, this silence is riveting. You guys are really setting the stage for me to go and have a little talk here. I apologize. Can you hear me? Are we all right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, no, I really like the concept of these different NFT projects having that Discord level game like engagement. Obviously the one that everyone knows is Tiny Horse and the Thirstover Digital Studios, but also, like you said, the grocery store games. That kind of stuff was one of the first things that really brought me in. And I really appreciated it, how much it kind of forces you to use the chain and how seamlessly transactions kind of feel like how they are. So that for me was one of the big motivators for me that really, I guess, built my interest onto the chain is what I'll kind of be concise with on that.
I dig it. Pack Dog likes it. The grocery store game just celebrated a 2-year anniversary, and then Joker's got the info on the Little Royals drop. Thirst must have had some early access. It says it's supposed to be at 3 p.m. today, but might be delayed because of small issues. How did Lassie get the Royals? I don't know.
I know they, the Royals and Kothari, I might be butchering that pronunciation. I apologize. Who just won TRL, the Tiny Horse Racing League, either this season or last season. They're all kind of a blur now. I think that we're in the teens. But he's done a really fantastic job outreaching to all the different creators for their beta week and getting more testing done on that. So just shout out to him.
I dig it. Well, Lassie said they're not hers. So, we'll let her slide. Generally, you own the NFTs you flex during flex time, but
you don't own.
Since nobody owns them, that's a
No
pass.
right-click saving around here.
We got Joey flexing a Pixel Pup. I drew some fan art of Pixel Pups this week and posted it because they did one and I thought it was cool. One of the oldest in my collection, and I love it. Such amazing art. This is an extra Foxy piece, eh?
That's an old one. That's an early one.
I did not recognize that one. Is it because I've seen the Pristine Princesses, which are also you, right?
Yes.
I've seen those, but I had not seen that other. Ted showing off a Shep, which I feel like is always a good choice.
That's Shep number 1, by the way.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Is it
Okay.
listed for Carl yet?
So it is for sale on Shuffle for, I think, a lot of money.
Carl Bay.
But just throwing that out there. Shout out to Moon Algo for his continued and unwavering support within the eco also.
I love Moon, and we do have some cones to give away that he was gracious enough to hook us up with. We got to get those in. Guys, I'm looking for help. If you want to help me cut videos into clips or run giveaways, let me know. That would be helpful. Let's see here. Okay, so Algo the Owl. This is amazing. It's a custom, and I feel like that's why it's so good. But that's a nice flex ice.
I know Algo
Yeah,
Owls
good
too. The first generation collection have had like a lot of volume on Rand Gallery the past week or so, like over 10,000 Algos worth of volume. So that's really awesome.
Here's a pristine princess.
Also, reminder, as I'm kind of seeing in the chat too, but a lot of the NFT incentive rewards programs started on August 1st. So now is as good of time as ever to go and get involved, buy the piece or sell the piece that you're thinking about, and just kind of build the volume that I know a lot of the big businesses on Algorand kind of look to continue to see.
That's true. It made it into our news little clip, and I meant to circle back around. But yeah, so all of the marketplaces, NFT initiatives are underway now. We've got Algo Gems, as far as I'm aware, Shuffle, and then Rain Gallery, all doing something different through this grant system from the Algo Foundation. It sounds cool. I know NFTs is also opening up all of their curated and .algo names, which is big. So hopefully, I'm thinking August is going to be a good month as far as volume goes. Like I'm stoked to start seeing some numbers come in.
And for the incentive program, doesn't Rand have a larger pool of funds than the other 2 platforms?
I don't know. I know that their 2 programs were different. Like they all didn't start on the exact same day. I know Shuffles and Algo Gems, I think were already active. I could be wrong though. I know Angel was listening. If we haven't lost him yet, I'm sure he'll be happy to put me in my place and tell me the right answer. In the meantime, I just want to take a second as a humble brag and show my flex for the week. And it is a space face. And if we just quick look here, it's got a chicken shark, which is what I am on the poker tables. And I love it so much. Thanks to Algo Yeti for trading me a piece I didn't want to let go, but I kind of really needed to have this one. So I don't know. That's mine. I do want to play a piece of music, and I'm not sure exactly how loud it's going to be on our monitors, but this is also a flex. It's an NFT I own and that I have here, and we can keep looking through the rest of the feed as we let this play. But this is the Foxy Ambience song by Extra Foxy. here is a Zerker. It's kind of interesting. It is a cross-chain endeavor with H and Y. They're called Zerkers. I think he's flexing this before he can own it, but he's part of the project. I don't think they've dropped yet.
No, the Yomo and the Zerks are that's a cross-chain collection where I think it's the 4th game in their arcade, and I know Yomo's totally working on this one. So,
Well, I
But
know it's
Foxy.
in conjunction with the XRP collaboration. I dig it. I think a lot of these cross-chain initiatives are good. You know, we all have something in common, and it's that we want to push blockchain tech forward. Here, this looks like, see, this looks like a Dale redraw here, and this is sketchy there. Pretty cool.
That's good.
Another pristine princess. I remember when these came out. Smitty, Flex, and Iguana.
They've been up for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, how old is that project, the initial launch?
I can get you an exact timescale. But
Oh, no, I
Pull this
was
up here.
just curious. It just feels like a minute, you know?
Yeah,
time
it has
flies when you're
been
having
quite
fun.
exactly. There's been a lot of events happening, so time is moving a little differently than I feel like it normally does.
I dig it. And here is Smokey. This was interesting to me. There's another pristine collection down here too. Smokey had said, I still need a name for this Babbitt. Feel free to come up with something great for me.
Looks like a Gerald.
A Gerald. I like Gerald.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Lester.
glasses scream Gerald for sure.
Definitely
I feel like I would call him Jerry for sure, but that like Jerry and I would get coffee together. But I'm with you. That is our official proposal, Smokey. You heard it first. That's Gerald, the Babbitt, but he goes by Jerry to people who are close to him, which we are obviously very close to Jerry. Let's
looks
see
like-
real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to answer your question. 11/21/21 is when the Princess collection was minted.
So you are coming up on 2 years this fall.
Wow.
Very exciting. Very cool. I'm glad you're still around. It's very cool to watch artists grow and mature in the space and do different things. And that jam, somebody had said it in, I think Joker said, that's got some vibes. It was like the best vibes. Like that's what you want your Web3 to be. Like, I get why you named it Ambiance. I was fortunate enough to pick up a track when Smokey pointed it out to me. And here's another cross-chain flex. So this is Mad the Apes from VeChain. So we've got some XRP, some VeChain, some Algo flexes this week, some music flexes this week. Stavros is just bragging. That's just insane. Your PFP collection is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
No, that was class. I'm so jealous.
I dig it. And then,
Wow.
okay, we're getting done with the stupid horses. Well, if you want to flex your NFT or if you want us to take a look at what you got, you can flex them. We always review them every week on the show using that hashtag NFT flex time. Extra Foxy, we're going to give you credit for this flex and add to that total, but we have one more game to play with you. Joe, Luga, I know you're there, but you're just like chilling. We can't see you, but we can hear you. I don't know what kind of voodoo you put on your camera that makes it do that conveniently.
He's always good for his section, but then after that, it's just he's allergic to
Oh,
flexing.
it is.
So.
Yeah.
Limericks came up and he was like, "Oh, you can see me. You can
I'm so
see me."
excited.
Yeah, I'm skeptical,
Yeah,
friends.
well-
All right.
We'll get the last game going IRL, and then get Foxy going with his elevator pitch.
I'm excited. Thanks, Joe. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Now
Luger
this
came
is
back right at the end just to show off that he could. I saw that.
this is arguably one of the most contentious games, considering our accounting skills are a little bit off the charts. But we're gonna do our best. Foxy, this is called the Algorand Ecosystem Challenge, where you have 30 seconds to get as many different Algorand projects and just the NFT collections and whatnot, everything in between, ecosystem partners, and just list them off as fast as you can within 30 seconds. And I think our highest was 14 IRL.
New high score. We had
Yes.
15.
15, excuse me, from Fisherman from NFD. Shout out to John, a wonderful channel sponsor of the show as well. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, because this 30 seconds goes by quickly. I can tell you that for a fact. But IRL, go ahead and hit the timer. I'll get my counting hands going.
Got the digits ready.
Yes.
Get set. Go.
Algo Leagues. Tiny Horse. Arcadian Tales. Gemcoin. Crescendo. Mutinous. Algo Knitter. Space Chi. Algopard. Grocery Store Game. I'm not sure if I said Arcadian Tales yet. Let's see. We've got D-Fly. We've got Vestige.
Oh, time is up.
It goes fast, and like
It
does.
fast.
If you get caught on like any sort of mental roadblock at all and you're just stuck, it's just that you lose 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, then all of a sudden you've got to like remind yourself to just move on. But I counted 12 IRL.
I counted 13, but I might have let him say Arcadian Tales more than once. So let's see. Anybody backstage or in the audience got a count on him? We're back and forth between 12 and 13. Either way, it was a respectable showing. I think you did a good job. Congratulations. You have racked up some Algo. I think again, our live accounting skills have a little bit to be desired because I'm pushing buttons and I'm not so great at writing it all down. Shaq says I counted 100. Angel says he gets 12 but deserves the bonus. I will say we'll give him credit for 13, although I think I always think I'm right especially when it's between me and Ted. I will take that bet.
I'll bank error in your favor.
I agree. We need that Monopoly card to come up on the show. I dig it. So yeah, you got, let's see, 30 Algo for the Limerick Challenge. We gave you credit for all those, even though I will admit it was a group lift, which was fun. Then we had the Flex, and then we've got the, we just said we're going to give them credit for 13 on this. So 43 Algo, is that right?
That sounds good.
And we will send that over to the project or organization of your choosing. But you've also won the right to pitch us all to wrap up the show. So are you ready for that?
I believe I am. A minute goes quick.
Yeah, as you know, we try and give you a little bit of an opportunity to get your timing down in the first game. But yeah, Foxy, the floor is yours. It's been such an honor and pleasure having you on the show today and competing with all these fantastic games.
Well,
it's been an honor to be here. Everybody
who shows up, everybody who watches, everybody who talks to us in the comments or tells me what I need to fix. I appreciate people like Extra Foxy who take the chance and don't really know me, but have been around for a while and said, you know what, I'm going to do this. Like, it means a lot. I would just like to point out that this is an Extra Foxy exclusive. There is no other YouTuber bringing you Extra Foxy right now, but I'm sure that that's going to change soon. I appreciate the faith in what we're trying to do. I appreciate everybody pitching in as they can. A quick shout to our sponsors because they're great too. NF Domains, Ring Gallery, NifGen, Basic Belinda Project, AlgoBots, Chris Wenner, Gov.Void, Algo Leagues, and Noti Boy, but also the cast. We missed Feely this week, but everybody does so much work behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. That is my quick thank you elevator pitch, and we're going to let Extra Foxy take it away from here. We'll be back next week, though.
Cheers, everyone.
Hi, everyone. My name is Extra Fox. A lot of people call me AJ. I'm the head of the Pristine Prism project, previously known as Pristine Princess. We've got 3 series. The first series is 100 profile princesses. We've got the 1.5 series, which is 250 homeworlds, which were originally released as rewards for Gen 1 holders. We have the Series 2, which just came out, which is the Princes, and there's 100 of those as well. So with the project, one of the things that at the time when I created the project and released the princesses was that there was a lack of representation in what I felt was the feminine side of everything on Web3. And so with that in mind, we created a project that gives back 10% to the Washington Women in Need. Oh, wow, that was a minute.